The Martian is a science fiction film directed by Ridley Scott and based on the eponymous book by Andy Weir. The movie tells the story of Mark Watney Matt Damon, an astronaut who is left behind on Mars after a storm forces his team to abort the mission. Watney must use his intelligence, humor, and scientific knowledge to survive in a hostile environment and communicate with Earth, while NASA and his colleagues attempt to rescue him. The film has received critical acclaim and has been well received by audiences, earning several award nominations, including an Oscar for Best Picture. The film serves as an excellent example of how to seamlessly blend entertainment, emotion, and information in a cinematic work. Drew Goddard's screenplay remains faithful to the book, successfully adapting technical and scientific language for a broad audience without compromising accuracy and plausibility. The Martian also explores themes such as solidarity, perseverance, creativity, and optimism in the face of adversity. The ensemble cast, featuring names like Jessica Chastain, Jeff Daniels, Kristen Wiig, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Sean Bean, Michael Pena, Kate Mara, Sebastian Stan, Axel Henny, among others, delivers convincing and charismatic performances. However, the standout is Matt Damon, who carries the film with his expressive, humorous, and emotionally charged portrayal of Watney. Damon effectively conveys Watney's personality, an individual who remains resilient and uses humor as a coping mechanism despite the dire circumstances. Ridley Scott's direction is competent and balanced, seamlessly transitioning between action, suspense, drama, and comedy scenes. Visual and auditory resources are employed skillfully to create a realistic and immersive atmosphere on Mars, featuring stunning landscapes, special effects, and a soundtrack that combines disco tunes with compositions by Harry Gregson Williams. The film maintains a good pace and doesn't become tiresome, despite its runtime of over 2 hours. The Martian showcases how an astronaut utilizes scientific knowledge to survive on Mars, employing limited resources and facing various challenges. The film introduces certain concepts and facts about the red planet, such as gravity, atmosphere, climate, geology, orbital dynamics, among others. However, not all aspects of the film are scientifically accurate. Some inaccuracies and exaggerations are included for dramatic or narrative purposes. For instance, the dust storm isolating the protagonist wouldn't be as intense in reality due to the low atmospheric pressure. Additionally, the cultivation of potatoes in Martian soil, while feasible in terms of mineral and chemical content, overlooks soil sterility, acidity, and toxicity. The astronaut would need some form of fertilizer or substrate to make the soil suitable for plant growth. Furthermore, communication between the protagonist and Earth would be more time-consuming and limited than depicted in the film, given the several-minute delay between message transmission and reception, depending on the planet's positions. The use of artificial satellites on Mars would be essential for signal transmission, a detail omitted in the film. The protagonist's return journey to Mars orbit would be much riskier and more complex than portrayed in the film. Using an improvised rocket without a heat shield, parachutes, and guidance system would entail significant challenges. Alignment with the waiting spacecraft would require extraordinary precision and synchronization. Consequently, the film is a work of science fiction, drawing on some real data and research, but also leveraging imagination and creativity to tell a compelling and inspiring story. The visual representation of Mars in The Martian is highly realistic and impressive, as the film utilized real images captured by NASA's probes and telescopes as references. Special effects, including terrain features, dust, reflection, and relief on the red planet, were created by a visual effects company called MPC using computer graphics techniques. The special effects in The Martian received widespread acclaim from both critics and audiences, earning the film an Oscar nomination for Best Visual Effects in 2016. The movie was also recognized for its scientific accuracy, despite some inaccuracies and exaggerations for dramatic or narrative purposes. Science fiction can be a valuable and intriguing tool for teaching science, stimulating imagination, curiosity, and critical thinking. It can also address the social, ethical, and cultural implications of science and technology, while presenting new possibilities and challenges for the future. While The Martian doesn't strive for a completely realistic portrayal of the experience of being stranded on Martian soil, the film convincingly depicts the challenges faced in this hostile environment. Following the protagonist's journey provides a captivating and informative glimpse into the complexities and adversities associated with life on Mars. The narrative skillfully highlights practical difficulties, from resource scarcity to extreme loneliness, offering viewers a striking perspective on the tenacity required to survive in such an inhospitable setting. The Martian provides a representation that, while not strictly realistic, effectively captures the fundamental challenges and resilience needed to face life on Martian soil. NASA played a crucial role in the film, providing information, data, and actual images of the red planet, space travel, systems, and interfaces used by astronauts and control centers. The NASA also granted permission for the use of its name and logos in the film, adding credibility and realism to the work. Director Ridley Scott and his team reached out to various NASA experts, such as Dave Lavery, executive of the Solar System Exploration Program, who led the Curiosity mission. Lavery answered hundreds of questions per week and sent thousands of images of Mars captured by NASA. He also assisted filmmakers in envisioning the technology of the near future, based on the agency's projects and research. NASA collaborated with the actors of the film, particularly with Jessica Chastain, who portrayed Commander Melissa Lewis. She met with several NASA astronauts to prepare for the role and drew inspiration from astronaut Tracy Caldwell, who has 4 space missions in her career. Chastain also visited the Johnson Space Center in Houston and the Ames Research Center in California to familiarize herself with NASA's facilities and equipment. The American Space Agency also benefited from the film, as it sparked public interest and curiosity in space exploration and science. The movie coincided with NASA's announcement of the discovery of liquid water on Mars in 2015, generating more attention and publicity for the space agency. Living on Martian soil is no easy feat, as depicted vividly in the film The Martian. This captivating narrative may have been constructed as a symbolic representation, reflecting the complexity and delicacy of the human condition beyond the comfort and security of Earth. By highlighting the challenges faced by the protagonist, the film subtly suggests the unique importance of our planet as our ultimate home. The Martian underscores the fragility of human existence beyond Earth, reinforcing the idea that, despite our exploratory ambitions in space, Earth remains our only true home. The film thus prompts a deeper reflection on the relationship between humanity and its home planet, emphasizing the importance of preserving and protecting Earth. By portraying the challenges faced by an individual isolated on Mars, the narrative urges the audience to consider the unparalleled value of our planet and recognize the collective responsibility to care for the only home we know. In addition to portraying the physical and mental challenges of being lost on Mars, the film also delves into the scientific, political, and human aspects involved in the protagonist's rescue mission. Grounded in real data and research about the Red Planet, the film utilizes fiction and creativity to craft dramatic and emotionally charged scenarios. It illustrates how science can serve as a tool for survival, inspiration, and hope, while also examining how politics can be both a hindrance and an incentive for international cooperation and solidarity among nations and space agencies. The film portrays the human capacity for resilience, but also vulnerability in the face of an extreme and unknown situation. The Martian is a film that blends science fiction, adventure, drama, and comedy with a light and enjoyable tone, all while maintaining seriousness and plausibility. The movie pays homage to science, space exploration, and the human spirit. It appeals to both genre enthusiasts and those seeking a compelling and inspiring story. It is a film deserving of viewing and appreciation by all. Before concluding, I kindly ask you to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as your support is crucial for the continuation of this project. Producing these videos requires time and dedication, and achieving the personal goal of 1,000 subscribers depends on the engagement of our community. Feel free to share your comments as I love interacting with you. For those interested in more analyses, I recommend watching my video on Interstellar and its remarkable fidelity to science. You can access it by clicking on the card available above. I appreciate your support immensely, and I'll see you in the next video.